Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing good and staying safe. We are going to talk about the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation, and it's this one right here. I got the shade 340 Oak. I did get it from Sephora.com during the VIP sale. I got it for almost about a month. I've been trying this foundation. It retails for $47. You can find it at Sephora, at Shiseido's website. I think it's a glass, kind of like frosted packaging. It doesn't have a cap or anything. That's how it came. So you're supposed to twist it like this, nothing comes out, just to lock and make sure nothing comes out. And then to get the product out, you untwist it and you just press right here and the product comes out. I do have tanner self tan on, so that's why it looks like a very dark color. In the Estee Lauder, I'm at 3W2. The other one that I have right here, it's the Dust of Color. So if any of you have this color, I'm in the color medium tan 122, and this is one of my favorites. This one does a very good job in matching everything, and I take my foundation all the way over here because obviously I'm not the same color as everywhere. I'm different shades. This is targeted for all skin types. That is normal, combo, dry skin, and oily skin. I do have oily skin. I do get pretty oily by the 3rd, 4th hour, especially right now, spring, summer season. I tend to sweat a lot. There is so much that I do during the summertime. I am not going to use any primers just because I feel like I don't need it. But if you do, obviously you can get away with wearing a mattifying primer if you are oily and want to try this foundation. This is not meant for control the oils or anything like that, so make a note of that. For moisturizer, I use my CeraVe. After the moisturizer, I let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then after that I went with my Peter Thomas Raw sunscreen, and then I moved on to the foundation. I use a beauty sponge, and it's this one right here. This is from Sonia Kashuk. I've been using it for, I don't know, it's been like a year almost. I love this sponge. It's very good, it's big, and it just covers everything really nicely, and it's super soft, so definitely give it a try. I guess I ordered that one from Target. I use one pump for this side of the face and kind of like the rest of it right here. But if you're kind of like a light coverage foundation type of girl, you are going to like this foundation just because it doesn't feel so cakey on the skin. You know how sometimes the foundations can tend to be very skin tightening and you feel like so cakey and your cheeks start to it's very tight around this area. This one doesn't feel like anything. You're not gonna feel like you're wearing any foundation. It doesn't smell like foundation. I mean, it does smell like foundation, but it doesn't smell so much like sunscreen because it has some SPF. So yeah, I just apply it on this area of my face and it blended out so beautifully. I do notice that it dries kind of fast, not like this foundation. Where is it? I have everything here. Not like this one. This is another one. Like if you have oily skin, this is really good. It hasn't broken me out. The Tarte Double Duty Foundation. I'm in the shade Medium Tan Honey in the Tarte foundation. But this one blends out pretty nicely. It blends out beautifully, and yeah, just make sure you work on sections because I do feel like it does and I tend to dry up pretty fast. So that's that. Now I do have freckles on this area of my face, and sometimes I like to cover them, and there's sometimes that I just really don't care and I'm just go about my day. But it blended out pretty nicely. A medium coverage, you can definitely build it up and not look cakey. Obviously you're going to tell, I mean, people can tell like you're wearing foundation, but it's not overly cakey. It's not overly like, oh, that's too much. No, it just looks very beautiful. And I feel like by the 3rd hour, 4th hour, it looks more blended out, if that makes sense. For some reason, like with your oils, like your natural oils and this foundation, it blends out pretty nicely. And then at the end of the day, you do look, not at the end of the day, but by the 4th hour, 3rd, 4th hour, it does look a little bit better than once you applied it. I do have sensitive skin and it hasn't broken me out at all. I do like that. I don't feel like any tightness, any itchiness by the end of the day. I don't feel anything like that. And for someone who's very sensitive, acne prone, and who has oily skin, it's very hard for me to find a foundation that does a pretty good job in staying on my face because the foundation has SPF. I don't think it does have any kind of flashback in flash photography. Shade wise, I feel like I can go a little bit darker. So the exposure on the camera, it's just right in the center, not too low or too high. It's just right on the middle. I don't feel like it accentuates my fine lines or anything like that. I do have finer lines right here underneath my eyes and pores right here. I don't feel like it emphasizes anything of that. It is pricey. It's the brand Shiseido. Shiseido is pretty pricey, I want to say, but I love how it feels on the skin. Now, like like I said, this is not for mattifying your face. So if you are oily, you are going to see some shininess coming out throughout the T-zone area. And what I do is just blot, you know, that's all I do. I don't add powders. Definitely give it a try. It is a very beautiful foundation. As far as negative, I feel like the longevity, it doesn't last, you know, like it's supposed to last 24 hours, but I don't think it does, just because of my skin type. It is very oily. I don't consider myself combo because regardless, I just get oily everywhere. So that's that. But I feel like if you have a normal to dry skin, you are going to love this one. Not love, but at least you're gonna like it, you know. They have around 30 shades available. This is not the correct shade that they gave me because they gave me a lighter shade than this one. Like in person, it doesn't look like not your color. It looks pretty good compared to everything. Will I repurchase it? Probably not, even though I do like it, because I feel like $47, it's a bit pricey. It doesn't irritate my skin, it doesn't oxidize, so that's good. Also, more information about this foundation will be linked down below just in case I miss anything. And if you have oily skin, just make sure you treat your skin prior to using the foundation. And by that what I mean is just obviously moisturize, use your SPF. If you need a mattifying primer, go ahead and do it. I do have a setting spray that I use, but I didn't show. I used my Urban Decay, what is it, de-slick spray, and that kind of make my foundation last just a little bit longer and kind of hold my oil a little bit together, you know what I mean? So yes, definitely give it a try. Like I said, you can get a sample when all the stores are open. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was short and simple, but nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and more information will be linked down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys very soon.